everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name's Elise and I'm currently in recovery from anorexia. So I'm honestly really tired. I just haven't been sleeping well lately and I don't have really much energy at all. So I thought this week I'd just do a bit more of a chill video. Yes, Byron. Yes, I don't know if you can hear my birds, but they're making a lot of noise. Yeah, I thought I'd do a bit more of a chill video, and because we did a big challenge one the other week for New Year's, and I thought I'd do like a bake and chat. So I'm gonna be baking something, and yeah, I put out a question box for some assumptions. So I'm going to be answering your assumptions about me, which I haven't done before. I've done a few like Q&As and I just thought I'd do something a bit different. So some of them really made me laugh and some of them were just like, I probably can't even really talk about. But yeah, in general, recovery's been a bit, honestly not great, like especially with the Christmas period and stuff like that. I've just really been struggling a lot and I'm finding it hard to stay motivated and just having a really hard time in my body, and I'm working a fair bit now, but I've got some things coming up that I'm looking forward to, which I hope I get to share more about soon, which will be really great. But I've also been given a couple of new diagnoses, which I'm not really going to talk about because it's not really the time for that. But one of them made sense, like I already kind of knew that one. And the other one just surprised me a bit, but it also made me feel like really validated. So yeah, so I've been thinking about that a lot and just honestly just getting through day by day. I'm still at a point where I'm just wishing for the day to be over. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I just dread these quiet afternoons and still have a really hard time sitting still, sitting down, and I thought things would be easier by now, but they're not, and just gotta keep taking things day by day at the moment. And yeah, so we're gonna fuck anorexia today and do a bake and chat. I've not baked this before, so I haven't baked in a long time actually, but I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna show you what we're cooking. So I've got this chocolate chip cookie mix that's vegan, apparently. It says how to make it vegan on the back. And I've not made this before. I haven't had cookies like this in a long time. I originally had a different baking mix, but I had it for like a year and it expired. So I went and picked this up today. It was the only one I could really find. And I've decided that I'm gonna try and make this like one giant big cookie cake thing, which I've never made before. So this is either gonna go really well or really badly, but it'll probably be dessert tonight. So let's do it. Right, so we need the mix, some water and butter. Is that all? That's kind of disappointing. That won't take me long to do, but let's answer some assumptions while I start getting this all ready. So I'm just gonna go, I've gotta find them again. Yeah, let's go, let's answer some. So the first one is, you were the smart kid in school. I would say no, like school was like a lifetime ago for me. Like it was over 10 years ago, which is scary to say. But yeah, I wouldn't say I was the smart one. Like I did all right, but I didn't do probably as well as I could have, and that's because I had a lot going on and lots of bullying and just, yeah, I really was struggling all through school. So I never really got anywhere with it. You're a Swiftie. Yeah, I'd say so. I didn't really get into Taylor Swift until like this year, like intensely. And you might notice from my reels, that's usually what's in the background, but her songs just fit so many situations, like, come on. Yeah, let's get this butter from the fridge. So I I have like a huge fear of butter as well, so, and I do have to like measure it and weigh it because it's obviously a mix, and I didn't realize we had a kitchen scale until now. So yeah, this isn't an eating disorder thing, it's just, that's what you do when you bake. So, because if you don't get the quantities right, things go wrong. So what are we gonna do first? Preheat your oven to 160 degrees fan forced. What if you don't have a fan forced oven? I'll be 1 second. All right, so the oven is preheating. I've got all my stuff here. So yeah, let's keep going. You have many dreams. Yeah. Again, they kind of some of them seem a bit unrealistic at the moment. And yeah, I just feel like I'm not in a great headspace. So, and yeah. Oh my God, I can't get this open. Yeah, and just, yeah, I have dreams, but like they feel kind of impossible at the moment, and yeah, I just wish that I could be more confident about them and like have more hope for them. But yeah, just being real about it. That you would choose a cozy night in over a big night out. Definitely, like I don't go out at all. That you're a high achiever when it comes to study. Yeah, I guess I was at uni, but again, I don't think I did as well as I could have because I was sick a lot and in hospital, but then again, I still got high distinctions even throughout my admissions, so I don't know. I think it's just the perfectionism. You'd love to live on a farm one day. Yeah, I reckon I would. Like, my dream, actually I do have a dream. My dream would be to have like a big farm where I can rescue animals, like especially the older senior animals, and like, sorry, I'm just getting the water. That doesn't look like much water. Yeah, like the senior animals, and just, yeah, rescue them and give them like a last place to live, to like give them, yeah, just that like happiness in life, like that last little bit of happiness, because they deserve it. Yeah, so I'd love to do that. That would be something really cool. You get your eyebrows waxed and tinted. I don't actually do anything to them except like shape them like with a tweezer, but these are my natural ones, and honestly they grow out of control really easily. I know I need to get something done to them, but I just can't be bothered, to be honest. You're a bloody legend. I disagree, but thank you. Yeah, let's measure this butter out. Oh, I need a spoon. Well, you could call this like cooking chaos. I honestly thought this was going to be a lot more like intense and like have a lot more to it. I'm kind of almost disappointed. And just, yeah, seeing how much butter goes in something is like really hard, but it's a really good challenge, I think, for yeah, conquering our fears. And I've never had a cookie cake before, so and my bird just went flying. 100 grams exactly. So let's answer some more. That it's hard for you to go to work. Not really. Like, I have 2 jobs. Like, I work at the horse sanctuary 1 day a week, as well as volunteering there. So that job's really easy for me to do. And yeah, I work at the chocolate factory, and some days I can't be bothered to go because it's more the customers, but I have the best co-workers and the job's pretty cruisy. Like, we make coffee, we sell chocolate, like we all have a good chat. It's like our little counseling session with each other. So yeah, I wouldn't like say I find it difficult to go to work. Just putting the butter away. The reason I'm bringing the camera is because I've still got my work shorts on and I look ridiculous with them and the shirt, so yeah. You always stick to your meal plan and don't skip a snack or meal. No, I'm not gonna pretend I do. Like, none of us are perfect. There have been times when I just couldn't bring myself to have something. I'm probably too stuck to my meal plan most of the time. Like, I'm scared to branch off it. So it's actually probably hindering me in some ways. So yeah, that's something I need to keep working on. And yeah, like, meal plans are great as guides, but like I said, they can kind of hinder you. Oh. This is like cooking chaos. How is this meant to mix? It's just the butter's like not mixing. Oh, I needed more butter. Okay. Your veganism is linked to your ED. No, I would not say that, because I still eat unhealthy foods as such. Like, I still made sure to challenge them because I wanted to make sure for myself that my eating disorder was not linked to my veganism. I just genuinely love animals. I have a dairy allergy, which I've had since birth, so I've always been on soy milk. And yeah, I know it probably looks that way to people, and I honestly think, like, if you want to go vegan or something, that's fine. Like, I'd never force the lifestyle on anyone, but definitely do it when you're recovered, because, you know, it can be easily used as restriction, and it is harder to get nutrients. Not impossible, but harder. And especially in recovery, like, it is so much harder to do vegan because you need so much more food, because most of the food isn't as, like, energy dense. So yeah, you have to eat a lot more, and you've got to be willing to do that. So yeah. Most of your identity is tied to your eating disorder. I guess in a way at the moment it is, because I'm in recovery, like, kind of takes over your life. So yeah, like, I don't want to be known as an eating disorder, but I guess it is a lot of my identity. But isn't that, like, for all of us? We all kind of just, are you two going to be that noisy? Yeah, that's what I thought. They're so cute. Yeah, like, all of us kind of identify with our eating disorder, don't we? Like, it's just, you know, part of having one. It becomes our identity, and it's not that I willingly want to identify with it all the time. It's just, I guess that's still the spot I'm in at the moment with recovery, and I have to try and remind myself, like, I am a person outside of it. And yeah, this is just not happening. Yeah. You like your hair? No, I don't. I liked it better when I had blonde hair, but it was just way too much maintenance, and it just frustrates me. Like, it gets knotty really easily, and I don't like getting a haircut because I just freak out. Like, I don't know, I get really anxious sitting there getting a haircut. I don't know if it's like the small talk or, like, I don't know, I just really don't like it. So I yeah, avoid getting haircuts. So I only keep it down because it looks really weird when it's tied up a lot of the time. So yeah, you're an introvert. No, I guess I'm not. I'm pretty out there with my emotions and stuff, and I really am not great at being on my own still. So I get drained from people at work, like customers, but I wouldn't say I'm an introvert. You grew up riding horses. Again, I rode for a little bit when I was younger, but I didn't grow up riding horses. I didn't ride for very long, and that's one of my exciting things. I'm just about to get back into it, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, horses are a big thing. Yeah, you love horses, of course. Yeah, there's just something about it. Unless you spend time with them, I guess it's really hard to describe. And I know it's not for everyone, but it's definitely something that's you know, I would say it saved me getting back with horses again. And I hope everyone can find that thing that does that for them. This is probably the most unsatisfying baking video to watch because nothing's happening. Like, I'm just stirring and, oh, I guess you could say it's mixing. Like, that's what it looks like. I'm wondering if my pan, I've got a springform pan because I thought that would be better, but I think it's going to be way too big, so yeah, I'm going to change pans. And I've made a mess. Alright, I'm going to need that spoon again. The only good thing about vegan baking mixes is because there's no egg in it, like you can eat the batter raw. Oh, I better put that butter away. Okay, so you're a calm person but can get really funny and crazy. I don't know, like, I wouldn't say I'm funny or anything anymore. Like, I probably used to be, but maybe when I'm a bit in a better headspace I can be. But at the moment I would say, you know what's annoying me right now? I'm gonna have to grease the pan, and I hate using oil. I'm still like anxious about oil, but it'll stick if I don't. And we don't have any baking paper. Good challenge, good challenge. Took me a while to find the oil. Okay, next one. You are easy to talk to and get along with. I hope so. I don't like to think I'm difficult. Like, I don't want to be difficult to get along with, but I know I'm not for everyone. I mean, none of us are anyway. But yeah. So I hope so. And I hope, you know, that's how the person who wrote that sees me, maybe. That would be nice. You prefer animals over most people all the time. Yeah, definitely. People, like, animals, like, they don't do anything out of spite. They just react to things, you know, like, for example, if a horse, like, lashes out at you or something, like, I always think about what have I done to upset it or trigger it or hurt it for it to behave like that, like, oh, I was shouting. I never really think about, like, I don't blame the horse for it because they don't just do that for no reason. Like, they've always got a reason, whereas humans can do stuff like that and just, yeah, it annoys me. You are passive aggressive, maybe. Nah. Usually, like, you can tell if I don't like someone. Like, I don't pretend to like someone when I don't, or, because I can't lie. Like, I really struggle lying, which is like a good thing. But like, yeah, I just don't have the energy for that. Oh, look at my little cookie cake. I hope it works. I only got a couple more actually. I didn't actually get that many because I kept not looking at it and deleting them by accident. You actually do like to try new things, but the ED gets in the way. Yeah, but I can also get really stuck in my habits, and I don't know, like, maybe oh, I found more. I didn't realize I had that many. Okay. Yeah, like, I guess I do, but I'm a creature of habit too, but most of us are. And you're very kind. I hope so. I hope that's the case. But yeah, I try to be. So let's put this in the oven, and then I guess we will just keep chatting and while this cooks. How long has it got to cook for? 17 to 18 minutes. Oh, this is like easy. This is kind of disappointingly easy. I love how it says on the box, eat it. Eat it all. Good encouragement. Can recommend. Okay, let's see if this cookie cake will bake. There it is. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm just waiting for my wonderful cooking, my cookie to bake. I've got a tea that was gifted to me by Danny, and I'm excited to try it. I don't have a tea strainer though, so that was interesting. Yeah, guess we'll just enter some more. And don't ask me why I'm sitting on the ground. I just like sitting on the ground. I don't know why. I just find it comforting. Okay. You might be autistic. Maybe. It's in my family, and I've been asked a lot if I am. So I am gonna get it investigated. It would explain a lot, but like, I'm not gonna like really do anything with the diagnosis. It's just more for me to understand myself more. That's the only reason I'd look into it. You like Biscoff? I do. I should do a Biscoff challenge. Let me know if you want to see that. I don't really know what I do for dinner, but we'll figure it out. That you don't like cooking. This one's interesting because I used to love cooking, but I don't know if it's a control thing. I do like cooking. I always wanted to write a cookbook, but yeah, I'm slowly getting back into it and slowly starting to enjoy it again. Your favorite color is yellow. It can be. I kind of like alternate between like yellow, green, blue, and kind of, or orange sometimes. Like it really depends on my mood, but I do like yellow because it's so happy. You weren't a part of the popular clique at school. Definitely not. Like, I'm not cool in any sense. I was the weird kid, the weird horse girl. Yeah, nothing wrong with that either. You're tall. I love this question. No, I'm not. I'm 5'3", so I'm 160 centimeters. Like, I'm not tall at all. I'm not the shortest person, but like, I'm not tall. I have I've got Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and one of the traits of that is like really long, like limbs and stuff. So my arms are actually longer than I am tall. So people always mistaken me for being taller than I am, but I'm not tall at all. Yeah, that doesn't really faze me. You're quite social, easy to get along with, make friends. I am not social at all. I used to be. Again, I think I lost that to my eating disorder, but I'm slowly starting to get back. But it's like when you work 5 days a week with people, the last thing you want to do is socialize. Like, it's so draining, but it's okay. You have at least one sibling and get along with them quite well. I don't have any siblings. I am an only child. So yeah, I wish I had siblings. I'd feel a lot less lonely. Your relationship with your parents was rocky when you were younger. Yeah, it was. Like, as in like, I think being an only child and like being their sole focus and stuff, like you clash a lot. And obviously there's a lot more to the story, but we don't really need to go into that because that's the past. This is the now. You were popular in junior high. I'm assuming junior high is high school. I think it is. For us, we don't have a junior high here in Australia, but no, I wasn't. Yay, go me. Nothing wrong with that. Like, I had my friends and I'm still friends with them today. Like, I'd rather have a small group of friends that are like really good friends than have a massive group and be liked by everyone. Yeah, it would be hard trying to please everyone as well. You're a perfectionist. Yep, I'd say so. Not with everything, just with like a lot of things. When I care about something, I am. If I don't care about it, I'm not. So like when I was really sick, like I was going to be the best anorexic because, you know, and I'm competitive too. So that really came out, but most of us are perfectionists in that way, but completely okay if you're not as well. Again, you excelled at school academically. I didn't do well in high school. You were loved. Oh, I hope so. I feel it. If I feel like I don't deserve it, like, yeah, that's just the thing. Nothing, just want to say I really admire your strength and love the content you make. Oh, thank you. That you are actually a lot older than you look. Yes. I'm 27 and I get mistaken for like 16 all the time. Again, with the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, it's a thing where we actually don't really age. Like our skin doesn't really age or anything because we've got faulty collagen. I don't know why that means we don't age, but we all just look really young. So yeah. You're smart? No, I'm not smart. You can be spicy when you want, but you're mostly reserved. I'm a lot better at it now. Like I used to just say how I thought and I would be spicy, but now I'm like, think about what you say before you say it. Stop reacting. Actually, like, yeah, think about things. And that's gotten me a lot further places than just saying how I think. You were very kind and outgoing. I hope so. I like the kind part. You're an outdoorsy gal. Yeah, definitely. They're an only child. Yes. Good call. You got braces when you were younger. Yes, I did. I had braces for 5 or 6 years. They were only estimated to be on for 2 years and they ended up being, I've had 8 teeth out and you can't even tell. Like I had two, like my jaw was too small for the amount of teeth I had. Well, I had a normal amount of teeth. My jaw was just too small, so they had to take a lot of them out, which was fun. You're always polite to strangers, even if they're not to you. I try to be. Like if someone's not nice to me, I always think about like, what has happened to that person to make them feel like that? Like, I'm not gonna take it personally. It can be challenging with customers sometimes when they test you. But yeah, I always try and think about like, what's happened to them to make them like that. Yeah, and that's always like helped me not just wanna. You don't like horror movies. I'm kind of neutral about them. Jessie likes them, so we tend to watch them. But I fall asleep. You're loving, caring, brilliant, compassionate, understanding, supportive, loyal, and hardworking. You're too kind. I hope so. I can't really like speak for that, but I hope so. You wake up early and go to bed early and follow a routine. I do wake up early, not intentionally usually. Like I probably need to sleep more than I do. I'm not a very good sleeper. Sometimes I'm up at like 4 a.m. Because I can't sleep, so I'll just read for a bit until I get up. But I do. I'm a morning person, like I'm not a night person at all. And also the birds, they wake up really early, so I have to go and look after them. I do go to bed early, like I'll go to bed at like 8:30 sometimes. Sometimes I'll sit and read for a bit, but yeah, like I'll go to bed early tonight, I'm tired. Another school one. You're a very sweet soul. I hope so again. Maybe you are 18 or 19 years old. Thanks. I'll take it as a compliment. You have a pet. I have 2 birds. We will get more animals eventually. We want a dog, but we don't have a fence. So. You like coffee? I do. I love coffee. Caffeine doesn't really seem to affect me either, which is good and bad. You don't have any brothers or sisters. True. You like traveling? I used to. I'd like to get back into it, but I'm still like, think about like how will I cope with food and like changes in routine. Like I'm still not in a headspace where I would be safe to go traveling. I wouldn't trust myself yet, so we don't, which I really don't like because I feel like I'm holding Jessie back. The life of other people is more important for you than your one life. I know it shouldn't be, but I would say I do think like that. Like I always put the needs of others first, and yeah. I think a lot of us do though. Like I feel like we're almost pressured to do that. You never had a proper childhood because of your eating disorder. I did and I didn't. Like I was sick with the Ehlers-Danlos a lot of the time as well, so that kind of took over my young childhood, and then as the eating disorder developed as I got older, yeah, it messed up a lot for me. So I've always been like the sick one. And then I think I carried that identity with me, and then I'm scared to lose that identity. But we're gonna try. That you want to become a mum? Yes, I hope so. Yeah, we'll get there. That you often talk about food and your eating disorder? Yes, I'd hope on a recovery channel that I would. I mean, it is my life. Like, I'm not gonna pretend it's not, because that's what recovery is. It does take over your life. That you like reading. I do now. I stopped for a bit, but I only read non-fiction. Like I can't read fiction. I don't know why. I think it's that productive thing. Like feeling like I need to be productive. I assume you have a reason to recover. I haven't found mine yet. I know I've got reasons, but sometimes they don't feel like they're enough. Like, and that's okay. Sometimes you just need to go through the motions. Like at the moment, I feel like I'm just day by day. Yeah, like I don't see the possibilities yet of the future, and Yeah. You grew up as the weird kid or outcast kid. Yeah, I was weird. But meh. I wouldn't say I was an outcast. Like, I could still socialize and fit in and stuff, but I definitely just, I don't know, did my own thing and didn't understand makeup or anything like that. I didn't have a boyfriend until I finished school. I didn't even date anyone or anything. I was really naive to all that stuff, so didn't do drugs, didn't smoke, didn't drink, still don't. Okay, I was a boring person and I still am. Let's just accept it. You're a really supportive friend. I hope so. Like, I'd have to ask my friends that, but I hope so. You have a dog with some silly name. No, I don't have a dog, but I did have one called Buddy, and it's tattooed on me. He was very adorable. I loved him. A question about my BMI, which I'm not actually going to answer because that is not appropriate, because it's asking me what my, like, BMI is, so. But I think that is it for the questions that I can see. So, I hope you enjoyed our little chat while we're still waiting for the bake. I honestly thought that would be ready by the time this is finished, but I will finish the video when the cookie cake thing is ready, and I'll probably have some for dessert tonight. Yeah, so yeah, let me know if you have any other assumptions. And like, I'm sorry this isn't like the most exciting video in the world, but it's honestly all I had the capacity to do at the moment. Just got a lot going on, as we all do, and I needed space. But yeah, I hope that, yeah, you liked it, and let me know for some ideas. Maybe I should do a Biscoff challenge. Again, dinner is the one I'm stuck on, but let me know if you have any questions or any assumptions or anything. But let's see how our cookie cake is doing. And we have a cookie cake. Yeah. So we have our cookie cake thing. I'm gonna let it cool down and hopefully it gets a bit crunchier. I know with cookies they're like soft when they come out of the oven, but they firm up. Well, I didn't have a time to cook it on, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's vegan, so even if it's partially raw, nothing's gonna do anything. But yeah, we'll let it cool down and I will see you for supper tonight where we try this thing. And I just want to apologize because I realize how quickly I speak, but I'm always worried about taking up too much time and wasting your time. And I think I just talk quickly anyway, but yeah. I'll see you for supper to try this. Thank you for baking with me. And it felt good to bake again. So it is cookie cake time and I look exhausted, probably because I am. But we're gonna cut it up and then try it. It hardened up, so hopefully it tastes okay. Let's just see if we can get it out. So. Oh, it broke. All right, let's go eat. So, moment of truth. It's so funny how my mind just goes straight into like the butter and the oil in the pan, like what the hell? Okay, let's try a cookie cake. Oh, broke again. I'm just gonna do that. Not bad. Maybe a little bit dry, but it wasn't intended to be cooked and I don't think I measured the butter well. So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish it. cookie cake is done. And that brings us to the end of this video. So I'm sorry it wasn't a super exciting one. Yeah, but that's all I had the ability to do right now. Hopefully I'll get back more into it in the next week or so, but yeah, just thank you. And know that we're doing this together, and the hard days will pass eventually, I hope. And there's always the opportunity for things to get better, even when it doesn't feel like they will. Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and give me some ideas of what you want to see next, because I'm running out of ideas. So thank you for watching, and look after yourself, be kind to yourself, because you deserve all the good. And I'll see you in the next video.